everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Andrea. Today I have a little bit of a different video. Ruth put out a call on YouTube like last week, 2 weeks ago, because she saw Amie Melissa and Erica Ashley do a palette bingo, and she wanted to do one as well with her Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette. And so she posted in her community tab and invited whoever wanted to participate and had the palette. And quite a few of us answered the call. So I'm going to give the list of everybody's names, and then I will get into the palette, which, if you don't know, this is what the Mercury Retrograde looks like. It's very beautiful. I obviously saved this just for Ruth, because look. This is ridiculous. I've used this one like as a no pan left behind before in a project, and that is the only time I've touched it. So I'm really excited to be using it again. I have rolled my shades, but I haven't like actually looked at what they are yet. But first I will go through everybody who is participating in this collab, and I will link everybody down below. So obviously we've got Ruth, and then Amie Melissa and Erica Ashley are doing this again. Dora from Dora Fuchsia Soul, Dub's Beauty Diary, Lola, Marcea from Lady Mawa, Makeup Misfit, and then there's Camille, I think. And then there's one person who is doing this on Instagram only, and I'm so sorry that I don't know her name, but her Instagram is lil.gemini.doll. So I'm going to have everybody linked down below so you can go check out their videos or posts. But obviously I already have like my base on and everything. I have already primed my eyes, so we just need to pick my shades. I will play the little pretty random screen grab I did of what shades that I rolled while I try to actually figure out which ones I did. Oh, okay. So first I got number 16, which is here. This is Karma. I'll actually swatch them while I do this so I can maybe remember. Then I got shade number 2 right here, Utopia. Ooh, these are very, well, actually, Utopia is much lighter than it looks. Then I got this shade right here, Nebula, as number 4. It's like a chunkier. It almost feels like a pressed glitter. Is that a pressed glitter? I don't know. I obviously have not used this palette enough. Then I got number 12. So this shade right here, Supermoon. And that one feels a lot smoother. And then number 6, which is right here, Haze. So I actually got a decent mix of mattes and shimmers. So this will be interesting. So I'm just gonna go right ahead and get started. I didn't set my base today, but I'm using this Ulta Beauty Matte Eye Primer, and it's almost gone. It's extremely dry, so I really don't need to set it. So that's why I'm not worrying about it today, but normally I would set my base with something, but I just don't care. So let's see. First, I'm going to go in, here I'll go in with a bigger fluffy brush. I'm going to go into this shade Utopia and do that all in my transition, and well, mainly my transition. I'll put the other one in my crease. Well, should I? What should I do? Yeah, I'll do that. I'm just flying by the seat of my pants here, people. Although it's not. Yesterday, Madeline got mad at me because I do my eyeshadow, and then for the most part, I'll ask her what she thinks, and she'd be like, "That's just what I wanted you to do today," even though like she didn't tell me anything. Yesterday, I had it on a really nice like orangey reddish look, and I asked her, what she thought of it, and she got mad, and she's like, that is not what I wanted you to do today. I wanted you to do pink and purple. So I told her, well, I'm going to do pink and purple tomorrow. And she got mad. She's like, no, I want you to do green tomorrow. I said, well, I'll do green on Thursday. I'm going to probably, because it's Huda, so I'm like, it's a pretty safe bet I'm going to end up with pink and purple. So I told her, I'm going to do pink and purple tomorrow. On Thursday, I'll do green. And she finally accepted that was what was going to happen. But she was like really upset for a minute there. So then I'm going to go into the shade Karma and just deepen up my transition and do my outer corner a little bit with that. Oh, okay. I'm going to need to clean that up a little bit. That does not look the best on that eyeball right there. And take that first brush I was using and kind of this outer corner got away from me a little bit. Okay, that looks decent. I'm not going to worry too much about like super deepening up my outer corner because this shade is, well, I'm mostly going to use that as an outer corner, but okay. Then I'm going to take this shade, which is Haze, and I'm going to put that all over my lid. I'm going to do something I don't normally do, because usually I'll just do the mattes in my crease and outer corner, and then just shimmers everywhere else, but I usually don't put a matte down and then layer something on top of it, but I've got this green. I could do it on my lower lash line, but I want to do something different. So I'm going to take this e.l.f. NJ Kissa brush and take that green and put it all over my lid. And then I'm just going to take this and kind of like tap it maybe over here where the two matte shades are meeting. Whenever I do like collab videos like this, I try to get a little outside of my comfort zone and not do exactly what I would normally do in my daily makeup, because I think it's just more fun when you do collabs to like just play a little bit instead of doing what you normally do. And I definitely would not normally put a matte eyeshadow all over my lid. I think we all know that about me. Okay. So then I'm going to take a little bit. I've been using this Alamar Cosmetics Pero Primero primer as like my tacky primer, and I really like it. Deb sent this to me a while ago, and I was so focused on trying to use up my NYX glitter primer, and I used that for way longer than I should have, so I'm glad that I'm finally getting some use on this, because it is, since it's not, 5 years old, it works much better than the NYX stuff did. Like, it's got to the point where I had been using the NYX glitter primer for so long, I didn't remember if it was even good when it was new. Like, all I remembered was it being crappy because it was so old. So now I'm going to take that Nebula shade. I'm just going to use my finger and put it right where I laid that glitter glue down. I think that looks pretty. So I think on my lower lash line, I'm going to kind of mimic my lid. So I'm going to do Haze like in the maybe outer half, and probably this darker one, Karma, on the, wait, did I say outer? I meant inner half for Haze and the outer half for Karma, and like blend them in the middle. Maybe with Utopia if I need to, but we'll see what happens mixing those two together. I am probably, unsurprisingly, the last person to actually film. I mean, we had the date set, so I knew I wasn't going to miss it or anything, but everybody's been posting in the Instagram chat like, I did it, and I'm over here like, I haven't, but I'm doing it now. And when I first saw Ruth post this, and then I was like, oh, I want to do that, and then after I said I would do it, and then I was like, should I really have done that? I have so much stuff, so many updates to catch up on, but I mean, this is just going to be a quick little video because it's just the eyes, so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. Okay. And then for the very last shade, which is Supermoon, I'm gonna put it in my inner corner. Where else would I put that? I'm gonna bring it a little bit on to that haze shade, but not a ton. I do still want some of the matte to be peeking through on my lid. Like I said, getting out of my comfort zone, putting mattes all over my lid. Can't cover all of it up. I don't know what it is about my inner corners. They're just like so deep set. They just never, to me, they never look right, but oh my gosh. Sisters, not twins. That applies to pretty much everything on your face. So the only thing I'm going to do, the only extra step I'm going to do is for my brow bone highlight. I don't want to use Supermoon on my brow bone because it's just too like chunky and glittery. I'm going to use the shadow I have in Throwback 30 that I'm using for that purpose, but I'm not going to show it to you because I haven't updated that project in forever, so it's going to look very different from the last time that I did an update. And I just don't want to spoil all the progress. Not that anybody's going to remember what it looks like from my last update because it was so long ago, but that is the plan. Okay, I'm not mad about this. I think it looks pretty. But I am going to hop off and do liner and mascara and pick out a lippy, and then I will be back to show you the completed look. Okay, I'm back with the finished look, and as always, even though I really like it beforehand, when you put on mascara and liner, it just completes things. So, yeah, I finished it off with my ColourPop Ultra Blotted Lip in Oh Hi There and my Fenty Cream Gloss in Peach Pout because they were basically they were pretty much a pretty spot on match for the two shades that I used in my transition. So, thought I'd go matchy-matchy. It's a very springy color, but you kind of need that in these dreary, gloomy days. So that is it for this video. I had a lot of fun. I'm really happy that I pulled this palette out to do this palette bingo with again because it is a really nice one, and I like everything else in my collection. I need to get a lot more use on it. But that's it for me for now. I hope you'll check out everybody else's looks because that's the fun of palette bingos. Like, even though you're all using the same palette, no one is going to have the same. I mean, there's a possibility, but it's not likely that anyone's going to have the same 5 colors chosen for them. And everybody does their makeup differently. So it'll be fun to see how differently everybody does their looks from their palette bingo. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're staying safe and sane and healthy, having a wonderful day or night wherever you are, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.